Supa Steff is subverted to played. It's me. Elie's in the building.
Kingdom.
Beyonce's in the building.
Praise the Lord.
Lady T.Y.'s in the building.
Hey.
Supa Steff and the Squad is now what you are tuning into right here live. First thing I want to do is give a huge shout out to Sean Harrison. This actor brought to life the classic character Waldo Geraldo Faldo, and he has his own line of Waldo clothing, and I copped me one, as you can see. He showed me some love on Instagram. He actually followed me on Instagram, so I want to give him a shout out, and I want to let everybody know, go get his Waldo clothing, and also you can get it at whatsupsean.com, and you can also follow him on Instagram at HeHates. Let's get into these topics. Y'all excited?
Yes.
I'm so happy. You got to use the mic. I can't hear it. Okay, all right. Well, let's get into this topic. Today's topic is, how should beef be handled? Okay, so LeBron James and Enes Kanter, both basketball players in the NBA, they seem to have a little bit of disagreement here. And Enes Kanter has been very vocal in his criticism of LeBron James and the supposed slave labor that goes into creating LeBron's shoes. But he won't talk to LeBron directly. LeBron has said, quote, he's always had a word or two to say in my direction. And as a man, if you've got an issue with somebody, you really come up to him, end quote. And he also said, quote, Kanter saw me in the hallway tonight and he walked right past me, end quote. So I ask everybody, how should beef be handled?
I think it depends on the relationship. If it's somebody that I'm not close with, I kind of just move on with my life. But if it's somebody I care about, try to go to the person directly. Sometimes having a third person there is important, so that way there's no disrespectful things said. But I think that if you care about your friendship or the relationship, it should always be hashed out. So, yeah.
That sounds like a disagreement. The topic was beef.
Same thing.
I'm not sure it is.
I've had beef with friends.
You've had disagreements with friends.
I've had beef with friends where we came at each other's families.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I agree with you, B. But if you're a person like me who is trying to get better but holds on to things a little bit, especially for men, I'll speak for myself as a man. Beef should mean that somebody was disrespected, right? So the apology or whatever you're doing needs to be as loud as the disrespect was, period, right? So beef comes, and ending beef comes with ownership of accountability, right? Because some people, I just feel like people lack accountability. So when it comes to beef, you should always try to, talk it out first if you can. Pray about it. But for it to end, there has to be accountability.
What if your perspective, what if one party's perspective is different than another party's perspective?
You should try to find, for me, you should try to find a common ground for understanding. But it really does come down to accountability. Like if you're not able to say, yo, dog, I was wrong, right? You may not ever be able to cross that bridge.
What if you're accused of doing something that you didn't really do?
Then that comes with trying to hash it out. Try to come to a common ground, right? What do they say? There's always three sides to a story.
Yep.
Your side, their side, and then the truth, right? But for it to work, both people have to be willing to be honest. Right? I tell people all the time, the only thing consistent in the world is the truth. Everything else is circumstantial.
Can I add to that? I think the real reason why it's so important for you to come together to hash it out is because all there is the truth and then everybody's perspective on the truth.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Everybody has a different perspective of things. And my problem, or how I look at things, I can't control how you perceive what I've said and or done. So you need to tell me what your actual issue is, so I can help you understand what I'm trying to do or what I'm trying to say. But sometimes, like this stuff right here with the LeBron and Enes thing, and it's a girl, and I'm a woman and I'm saying that. Because if you got all that trash to talk about somebody away from the situation and then see them and act like they not there.
Oh,
you actually, for him, I feel like he's just trying to get spotlight on him.
For me, I just don't no respect if it's not direct.
So I have an opinion too, because I feel like I'm very confrontational, whereas like my dad, he is non-confrontational.
Don't say.
So, so I feel like sometimes people, it's just not their personality too. Like I don't know LeBron James, I don't know the other person, but sometimes people just aren't confrontational. They try to avoid it.
Yeah, but he's not trying to avoid confrontation because he's talking all kinds of trash on the side.
In the media.
Like you're not trying to avoid confrontation.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Remember that role, that scene in Harlem Nights when they're all shooting the guns and then he pops up with the little one. Yeah, that's Enes Kanter. That's what he's like.
Wait, so just to get the story straight, who's the other person? Is LeBron and who?
LeBron and Enes Kanter.
And Enes is the one that's
talking trash.
That's talking a lot
Has
of
LeBron
stuff.
confronted Enes?
No, because
But why
LeBron is
would
like,
he?
if you see
He
me in
didn't
public and don't
respect
say
it
anything,
because it wasn't direct.
Why would
Yeah,
he?
but I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
You know, my sister very recently, no lie, taught me a very valuable lesson that I've been trying to incorporate in my life, right? So maybe it's the place where LeBron is coming from. Doesn't need to be said. Doesn't need to be said by me. Doesn't need to be said right now, right? So that has just helped me kind of like navigate different issues of high stress, because if it doesn't check those three boxes, then chances are it's not even important to address. And it needs to check all three boxes.
I don't feel like LeBron needs to approach him about it. Like, he's the one that, and this is the one who has this issue, and he's voicing it publicly, loud and far away from LeBron. You got a problem? You approach LeBron, you say what you got to say. He taking the girl route and doing it all behind his back. Tell him to do a pair of balls and go and cover the business.
Yeah, roll those. Indeed.
I mean, if it's, you got something to say, B?
No, I was just gonna say I'm just loud. Like if I don't like you or I have an opinion about you, you will know.
But
Like,
I get that.
and everybody that knows me knows that.
Yeah, but in this case, it's like, to me, Enes saying what he's saying and saying it to everybody but the person who he feels like is the problem, is him trying to get the spotlight.
That's true too.
Look at me,
Chasers.
look at me, look at what I'm saying. But he's not saying nothing and he's not approaching the problem. So,
Like, to me, it seems like Kanter's behavior is almost like he doesn't
Childlike.
want a solution.
Maybe he just wants clout.
Clout.
he wants to be seen.
It doesn't make sense because I watch basketball all the time and he wears Nikes. Like LeBron is endorsed by Nike. So, I mean, why are you talking to LeBron about where his shoes are made?
Right. Then stop
It's the
wearing
same
Nike.
shoes that you wear.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. But
Hence-
Enes Kanter, if you follow
he just
sports,
wants,
he's always in the news for some nonsense.
hence, he wants to be
the
seen.
attention.
He wants the spotlight.
See,
on
for me,
him.
that's not a beef, right? So, like,
To me, that's stupid.
and I think it depends on, like, how you classify beef, too, like how me and B were talking in the beginning.
that's a good point.
Like, beef is a serious thing for me. Right? If I don't like you or I feel it's easy for me not to talk to you,
Right.
right? So I think it's really about how, like, you classify beef. Most people don't get that energy out of me, right? But for me, your beef has to come from
The beef has to
someone
be-
that has been in that I've allowed into my space.
And it has to be two people.
And it has to be two
Okay.
people, right? That's someone that you allow into your space. A beef you typically take personal, right? So
Right.
if it's just a normal person, you might have a disagreement, okay, whatever, right? But beef means that feelings were hurt, that something may have been done wrong.
Lines have been crossed.
Something has
Lines
to be
have been
done
crossed.
that's almost unforgivable for
That's
it
what
to
I mean by
really
lines
be
been
beef.
crossed,
Like
yeah.
you had to do
Yeah.
something to my mom or something. Like
Really, it has to be that deep.
Like for me to really like have beef with you, like where we can't talk about it, you would have to do something to like my wife, to one of my loved ones. That's the only line I think where it would be like I have beef with you. Other than that, it could be more like, okay, we talk about it, we understand each other. Now I just govern myself accordingly when it comes to you. I don't take it personal. I just expect you to act like you. You know what I mean? Like maybe I expected more out of you at first, but
And now
once you
you know
show
the
me who
difference.
you are,
Right.
okay, now I'll govern myself accordingly. I'm not going to take it personal and be mad or be mean towards you. It's just, okay, I know certain things I'm not going to deal with you
Right.
about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's me. That's how I live
Yeah.
my life. I don't have time for that.
Right.
You said me and you, I thought we were closer. I have a situation like that. I thought me and this person was closer than we, and apparently we weren't. And they did what they did. I said what I said. Do we still mess with each other? Yes, but I just know that for this particular person, this is where you are, and I'm not coming over there to you.
Guess I don't have any beef.
That's
That's what I mean. Like, I don't have any beef.
That's a growth point, though. You have to grow to that point. Because, like I said, for me, I take it very personal. If I allow you in my circle because my circle's this big, right, I take it personal. And I just feel like when you have love for somebody,
Right.
when it's not reciprocated, I feel like it deserves to be taken personal.
Yes, but at some point, you're going to get to a point that you just go, all right.
You do.
Now I
but
know.
The growth
Now
point,
you know exactly.
the growth point being, though, right, for me anyway, don't talk to me like we're cool when you see me, because we're not. I don't possess the ability to be political. Like
But there has to be some resolve.
Right.
To me, like, okay, resolved.
Unless it's just
Me and
not
you don't
resolved.
me and you ain't seeing eye to eye no more.
But that's
Resolved.
why I say a growth point, though.
It has to be like a
the
mutual
resolve for
separation.
me will only come with accountability. Period. I'm praying on it. Pray for me, yeah.
It's got to be like for me, it's got to be like a mutual separation type of. I mean, if for the most part, like if it's a business arrangement, it's different. It's like, all right, I'm not doing business with you anymore. It's just business. But if it's a personal situation, I'm pulling up on you because
When he means pull up, he means like talking it out.
I mean, listen. Here's the
That's
thing.
not-
Here-
that's not
pulling
my
up ain't
pull
our
up.
pulling
No,
up.
no, no.
y'all.
That's
But-
not my pull up.
I'm serious. Here's the thing about it, and we're running out of time. But I'll say this: pulling up meaning, as a man, I'm coming to see you. Do we have a problem? Now, we can hash it out like men and talk about it. If it comes to blows, it comes to blows too. But at least we're dealing with it. We're confronting it, and then after that, it's done with.
Can you fight?
No. I mean, not really. Not really.
I think for
really
me
not a-
overall,
You said come to blows. I just wanted to make sure.
If it come to blows, I'm not afraid of it though. It's like, but I'm not like, oh yeah, I'll be in the gym doing it. Like, nah.
I ain't fighting
got-
unless you talk about my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister.
Oh, words don't.
You talk about my family, then I'm really gonna
Yes,
come for
I'm-
you. You can
I'm-
talk about me. If you
I'm-
talk about my family, I'm
You
I
all
don't
you
care about
want.
words. That's
You can talk all you
man.
want until you put
You don't
your
matter.
hands
But
on it.
I think it comes down to the person and how far the disrespect went.
Okay, well, we are running out of time, so we have to drop this topic and move on to the next one. Supa Steff is the birds of plane. It's me, Elise in the building.
Kingdom.
Lady TY's in the building.
Hey y'all.
Beyonce's in the building.
Praise the Lord.
The Supa Steff and the squad will be back next time.
Hello, and this is StephenJPhifer in the house. Welcome to the Steffin Show.
Still got it.